What's up, y'all? Push this back just a little bit here. Did I make this video public? Yeah, I did. Hopefully I did. Yes, I did. I'm just sitting back eating some pizza. I thought I would do a little live stream. What's up, Ashley? We should talk on the phone soon. What up, Rob? Yo, Ashley, we should talk on the phone soon. Have you been working lately? How was your day home? How was your day going? I had a flat tire today. Oh my gosh. So I was cycling in the Mission District, and I looked down and saw glass, but I don't think the glass caused me to have a flat. I remember pulling out this like long thorn. It wasn't that long, but it was like that long. And when I ran over it, I just heard the tire like tss. I'm like, crap. Freaking, I'm mad fire. What up, Alex? I'm having one of them diet pizzas right now. Essential worker. You know, things are starting to open back up slowly. Like a couple places I've noticed that they took them the wood down, which means that they're probably gonna open tomorrow. I sound low? What do you mean I sound low? Do you think it's too soon for things to reopen? Well, things are gonna reopen, but it's gonna be like curbside. It's gonna be like curbside. And with curbside, there's less risk of transmission, you know? What's good, Dog Lips? You still doing TaskRabbit? Yeah, but TaskRabbit's like max slow. It's mad slow. I'm actually wearing the same shirt. I'm wearing this shirt. Fuck the virus. I just don't want to show it because the last time I did a live stream, I was wearing the same shirt. What's good, everyone? Man, today was so nice. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. And it was warm too. Are you in the San Francisco area? Yeah, I live in the TL, the Tenderloin. I'm having a diet pizza. Diet. It's a vegan pizza. I had some pineapples in the refrigerator, and it was canned pineapples, but I had some in the refrigerator, and I added pineapples to the pizza just to give it a little. No, I don't live in the Mission area. I live in the Tenderloin. The TL. Almost 90 in LA. I mean, it was pretty warm. I want to say it was like definitely like 80 degrees here today. Yo. Because in the city, I don't usually sweat. I was definitely sweating today. It's breezy in Memphis. Hey, so I heard that there's going to be like this big cold front coming through. When the gym's going to reopen? I got no idea when the gyms are going to reopen. That's a good question. They're probably there will probably be like the last things that are open: gyms and conferences and concerts, nightclubs. I'm in Southern Oregon, North Edmonton. Good weed indeed. Oh, that's what's up. Oregon is known for good kraut. I want the bars to reopen soon. Oh, dude, would love for the bars to reopen. Have something to do. Like, at least have someone to go, you know? You also actually have a lot of things open back up in the M-Town. Because I'm tired of this now. Mm. You know, a month was okay, but mm, how much longer is this gonna go? You know. Oh, the casinos are still closed. But you know what though? The casinos, like, if they really wanted to, they really could do social distancing up in the casinos. They really could. Mm, yeah, so you can go to a restaurant. We can't even go to no restaurants around here yet. Who knows when that's gonna open? Maybe next week. Maybe. Oh, you hanging out at the house, working from home. Oh yeah, I'm thinking. You know what I was thinking about? When I was thinking about casinos, I was thinking about slot machines. But you're right. There's a lot of different games in the casinos. All the nail shops still closed. Oh really? I mean, haven't people? Hey Ashley, you know of anybody who like just started doing their nails themselves? Because I know a lot of people who started cutting their own hair. Even when even when I would go shop for people, I noticed that like the first 2 weeks during the lockdown, the first 2 weeks, everybody was ordering food, like food, and toilet paper, if they had toilet paper, right? But then after like 2, 3 weeks, things people start to order different stuff, like a lot of hair color, like a lot, like women were ordering a lot of hair color. Like I was always in that aisle. And clippers. People are ordering a lot of clippers and stuff. So I'm like, dudes are just at home giving themselves a haircut. So I just wonder like how many people are gonna go back to their folks. Oh, April knows how to do that stuff. I actually want somebody to I want someone to crochet my hair actually, cause I can do it, but I just don't want to. Like I did it like 2 months ago, and I just don't want to do it again. I want someone else to do it. Hey, do you live in Turkey? No, I don't live in Turkey. I live in the U.S. Breaking news, what happened in GA? Any, what happened in Georgia? Should I like go to Google and figure out what happened in Georgia? What's going on in Georgia right now? What, the Constitution? Oh, are you talking about the guy who was in the car, like live streaming, and the police shot him? Are you guys talking about that? Oh, the two other guys that killed the jogger. Oh, yeah, I saw that one. What was up with that? Oh, they just killing folks, huh? Well, people going crazy because they can't go to work, man. They killing black folks. I mean, we ain't the one that put this virus out here. Beyond Meat's fire, right? But guys, I'm gonna tell you one problem with Beyond Meat. I'm gonna tell you one problem with them right now. One problem. Their prices is too expensive. Bottom line is too expensive. Now, for someone like me, for someone who's vegan, like of course, like I'll buy Beyond because that's my only option. But when I say it's expensive, it's actually cheap. But when you compare it to the price of ground beef, oh yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. So for someone who is not vegan, that's gonna be crazy expensive. But we're talking about shootings here. I have made I do like potato patty burgers, but I don't necessarily make those. I have stuff like that when I go to restaurants. Did you see the story about the man who got pistol whipped because Costco wanted him to wear a mask? I heard about that. You know, Costco is weird because I thought like like I thought that it was like a rule like cities had, like you have to wear a mask to come in. And I thought most places in California already had that rule where you have to have a mask to come in. But I just heard on the news the other day that like the Costco in South San Francisco will start requiring people to wear a mask. And I'm like, for real? Like they haven't already started doing that? Yeah, I did see the video of them shooting the guy. Is the Beyond Burger plant based? Yes, it's plant based. They got a couple different products. I also heard that they're working on vegan chicken and supposedly they're working on vegan steak. But the reason why the vegan steak is taking so long is because they're trying to make it cook the same exact way that a normal steak would cook, and they're trying to make it taste just like a normal steak would taste. So that took a little bit long to make. But yeah, beyond meat. See, the problem with what's going on with with why the country's running out of beef right now is like something's not adding up. Like people are getting coronavirus, so they can't go slaughter the animals. Like something's not making sense with that, you know? Like something not making sense. Trump just toured a mass facility without wearing a mask. Guys, have you ever seen Trump wear a mask? Like he's never wore a mask, like ever. Jermaine, how was your day? I had a freaking flat tire. It took me like three 3 hours to change a freaking flat tire, yo. Like I ended up taking some scissors. I ended up taking these scissors here. I ended up taking these scissors and straight cutting the tire off the bike. Like I probably messed these scissors up. Yeah, I think I did mess these scissors. Oh well. You know, scissors are kind of expensive, yo. Yeah, but I ended up cutting the scissors off cutting the freaking tape off the bike. Like, dude, if I have another flat on that bike, I'm gonna get rid of that crap, yo. Like, I mean, it is such a hassle to change a flat on that bike, yo. Like, and then all the bike shops are closed. It's not like I could take it anywhere. Yeah, I got another flat, yo. This bike's got what, like almost was, I want to say it has about 40, I want to say it has about 5,500 miles on it, like already. Is the bike with the loose trains. Are they expensive tires? No, the tires aren't that expensive. They're like $40, and I just happen to have an extra tire at my house because about 2 months ago, I was out riding, and I had a flat. Right, this is the first flat on the bike about 2 months ago. Maybe it was like 3 months ago. Okay, had a flat on the bike, and I ended up I had to order like parts, right? Because no one had the tire and the tube and all that. So I had to order like tires, and I got the tire, and it took me forever to take the tire off of the rim. Like it took hours, yo. And then once I was able to take it off, like it just took even longer to put the new one on, right? So after like wrestling and getting it on and taking my shoes off and using my toes and standing on the tire, like pushing it in, like it's just like insane, right? Like I'm so freaking tired of this crap, right? Open the freaking bike shops, yo. That was the first time. And when I got it, I bought 2 tires because I'm like, look, I already know I'm probably gonna have another flat in this city, you know. I already had another flat, you know. So I'm gonna have to order 2 new tires just because, I mean, if I already had 2 flats in this short amount of time, I'm gonna have some more flats. But you know, I don't really mind because buying a tire is so much cheaper than buying a tank of gas, yo. And don't get me wrong, like I get it that gas is like cheaper, but I just like the bike because I don't have to worry about the parking, I don't have to worry about the traffic. Like it's easy going. Like it's very, very simple. Like if I have a flat every week, that would be so much cheaper than having a car, you know? So much cheaper. Did you run over something sharp? Okay, so what happened was I ran over this stick, okay? And this stick had a thorn in it. Yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah, the thorn went in the poked inside of the tire. Now the back tire is the one I replaced earlier, about 3 months ago. I replaced the back tire. That back tire was like a different tire than that came with the bike, and I mean within 3 months, like I've already filed that tire down. You know, it wasn't a really good tire. But they have some more different tires on the Red Power website. I'm gonna just get a different one because yeah, them tires weren't that good. Hopefully they aren't made in China. I'm pretty sure the tires are. What do you mean they're not made in China? Because we don't make. I don't think any of those tires are like that made in the U.S. I think only like car tires are made in the U.S. One tire every 3 months is really not bad at all if you really think about it. For the amount of riding that I do. Yesterday, you guys know how many miles I rode? I rode 71 miles yesterday. And if I wouldn't have had this flat today, I would have definitely rode another like 70 miles today. And that's just in the city. Like that's not like that's just in the city. And don't get me wrong, like some of the orders I do are like pretty far. 4 or 5 miles, which is far. I just had this pharmacy order I had to drop off, and it was like 4.5 miles away. And I'm like, man, this is a long way. I mean, for me, 4.5 miles is like far. Like that's mad far. Like especially in the city. Like I don't go too far from around here, you know. 4.5 miles, like that's mad far. But I know back home where I'm from, 4.5 miles, that might just be going to the grocery store. I love doing food delivery, but the cost of maintaining a car is expensive. Yes, This is why I got rid of a car. I mean, not that I was maintaining a car anyway, because I was just renting cars, but then that's expensive. But I was telling Alex the other day, no, not Alex, I was telling someone. I was like, yo, if you notice, like, all the people that do food delivery, like, almost all the people that do food delivery in San Francisco, they drive, like, a car that's less than 5 years old. Do you notice that? Like, how many old cars do you see out there making food delivery? Because they can't. They can't because these hills, these big hills in the city, gonna kill a car. And that's why like all the cars are new. Because I mean, if you got an old car, it's gonna blow up going up on one of these hills. Imagine running over a thorn every 4 weeks. I'm telling you, dude. If I have another freaking flat, I don't know, dude. I'm probably gonna buy another bike. I'll probably be like, fuck this. Like I'm gonna have two bikes. I had one. Like I just had two bikes. I have one here, have one that I ride. And when I go break one and tear one up, just come back home and like switch it out. Keep doing what you're doing, you know. Older cars are more expensive to maintain. You got that right. Yeah, those hills are gonna dude, those hills gonna kill a car so fast. I mean, every time you park a car in San Francisco, if you don't pull that e-brake up, if you don't pull the emergency brake up, as soon as you take your foot off of the brake, you can feel the car like rock, and you can feel it like yank on the transmission, like, and that's constant, you know. And what do people do? They drive a brand new car, and they do that to the car all the time, like all the time, like all the time. So bad, so bad. You gotta use the emergency brake, yo. You also gotta curb your tires too, otherwise you'll get like a $70 ticket in SF. So I don't know. Maybe you guys, you guys know what curb tires are? And like if you parking downhill, you have to take your tires and turn them into the curb. So like if somebody bump your car just roll into the curb. Yeah. Yeah, so like you will get a ticket on hill streets. If it's a flat street, that won't give you a ticket. But if it's an incline, yeah, you can get a ticket. One for a friend. I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about that too because, like I say, like I mean, if I'm like chilling and I'm like, yo, you want to hang out? Let's go to the park. Yo, come over to my house. I got two bikes. Like you can ride one. I ride the other one. We can just ride out. That'd be dope. I'm glad we don't have hills in Minneapolis. Hill, hills are hills to kill a car. You know, another thing I noticed about SF too is certain cars. Why is the volume so low? Certain cars you never see in the city. You hear me? Certain cars you hardly ever see in the city. Okay, for example, Camaros and Mustangs. I hardly ever see a Camaro or a Mustang in the city. Ever. Hardly ever see one. Hardly ever see one. And the reason why, and if you do see one, it's a tourist or someone driving from outside the city. And one reason why I think why they're not very popular in the city is because of the hills and the transmission. That's what I think. I noticed that here you see a lot of Japanese cars. You see a lot of Toyotas. You see a lot of Volkswagens. It's like German and Japanese. You do see American cars, but not that many. Yeah, not that many because I guess it has something to do with the hills and what cars can make it. You know, muscle cars are definitely wider. Muscle cars use more gas too, because I don't know about all Mustangs and all Camaros, but I aren't like most of them like V8s, not V8, but like V6. I know some are V8s, but in San Francisco to have a V8, oh my gosh. Whew. I mean, it better be a muscle car. You better have a nice place to park it, you know. Coolest kid in town. No more cars or SUVs. Yeah, they're gas guzzlers, yo. Have you ever seen a runaway car in SF? No, not yet. No, stick shift then. Stick shift are I remember when I had a stick shift in the city. Gosh, man. It was a trip getting used to driving a stick shift in the city. But then once I got used to driving it, because all the hills, like it takes a minute to get used to driving a stick in the city. But if you can drive a stick in SF, you can drive a stick anywhere. Because you always have to parallel park on hills in SF. If you can master parallel parking on hills in SF, oh, you cold. You bad. Because you got to be parking tight. Is the South of Market gentrified? Yo, thanks a lot for the super chat, Steve. Is the South of Market gentrified? Okay, so certain parts of South of Market is gentrified. But majority of South of Market is kind of like not. For example, if you go down 6th Ave, 6th Ave is hot. You know, all day you see folks out. You know, you don't really see shops open right now, but like there's, a couple little convenience stores open. And if you go down to 5th Ave, not 5th Ave, but if you go down to 5th Street, people don't really live on 5th Street. Like there's not really apartment buildings on 5th Street, which is kind of unusual. I think there might be a few apartment buildings at like 5th and Folsom. And then at Folsom, yeah, 5th and Folsom, there's definitely apartment buildings. I'm thinking about the other side of Folsom. That area, they just built that building. I don't know what was there before. But the South of Market, the Soma neighborhood, is more, it's almost like the type of neighborhood that, like, it's just a lot of old businesses. You know what I mean? So it's not really like, it's not really like people will be displaced. Because whenever I go through Soma, like it's not like I see like families like living there. No, it's just like businesses, like old ran down businesses, like old factories, old this, old that. Like it's just a lot of, certain parts. The part that has been gentrified, if you do want to talk about the part that's been gentrified, is once you get past Second Street. Oh yeah. But once again, they've really revamped that area, but I don't really know if that was gentrification. Because I don't really know. The Mission District had a lot of gentrification. But I don't necessarily know if that area, because once you get to like Folsom and First and like Folsom and Spear, like man, everything down there is like brand new, yo. Like everything's brand new. And they're constantly building skyscrapers like left and right, like all in that area. So I guess you can kind of say that area is sort of gentrified. Yo, if you watching this, hit the like button. Been in Seattle for 2 years without a car. Need the mountains. Rent a car. Take electric vehicles around the city. That's awesome. What do you think? Everything will reopen midsummer? Probably not everything. But hopefully a lot of things will reopen. Yeah, I think the governor is going to reopen a lot of things. That's what he said. But other places will have priorities over other places. Like SF and LA are going to be the last, to open up fully. But then you're gonna have like little small random parts of California that are gonna be totally back to normal. I'm talking about like little communities in Northern California, you know, those little areas. Like they'll probably be back to normal like in no time, you know. But once again, like those places also don't have a lot of cases. They're smaller communities. They definitely have their advantages over, you know, your more populated places like LA and San Francisco that have two major international airports that have lots of tourists coming from all over, you know? So, you know, you have a lot of places in the US that's not like that at all. And those places are closed down too. And it's kind of like, why close down those places? Lyft now requires drivers and passengers to wear masks. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Well, the NFL just released the Bears schedule. Can't wait to see the teams play in empty stadiums. Also, they are going to play in empty stadiums. That's how it's going to go. How do you think other places around the world are dealing with the coronavirus? Okay, so a place like Macedonia, Netherlands had a lot of cases of the Rona in the Netherlands, and I had a friend from Macedonia who was in the Netherlands. She flew back to Macedonia, and when she flew back to Macedonia, they gave her like hard time in the airport. You know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, have you been feeling bad? Have you been this? Just asked her a lot of questions. Told her to go home. She couldn't leave for 14 days. She said the police came and checked over and over, which is kind of similar to what I've heard happen to people like here in the U.S. Kind of like the same thing. Like you go to the airport, they question you, and then they tell you to go home for 14 days, and they send someone to check up on you, right? Very, very similar. But I think what makes a little difference is I think some countries are like way more strict than other countries. Versus like, okay, it seems like to me like the British, like not the British countries, but Australia, England, and the US. When I talk to my friends in these different places, right? It seems like everything's closed, right? Like everything's closed. But yet you can still go out, you know? Now, there's lots of places in Europe, lots of places, Paris, all over Italy, where like you couldn't, all over Spain, where like you could not even walk outside. And it's like, damn, I want to get something to eat. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like that at all. Like, you can go ride a bike, you can go do this. Paris banned bike riding. Like, you can't even ride a bike in Paris. Like, what? You know, so like different countries are going to deal with it. Different countries are going to deal with it very, very different. Is there anyone watching this video? You should give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up. Y'all have a good day so far? I was looking forward to this live stream. I was like, I'm gonna live stream tonight. I was gonna do live stream last night, but I got talking to a friend down in SoCal. And it's like every time I talk to this friend, man, he's always trying to make fast money, yo. He's always like, man, I need to get rich, man. I need to buy a big house, man. I need to buy another car. I need to get this. And I'm just like, bruh, just come up with a plan, work that plan. And he's like, Jermaine, how you gonna get rich, man? Like, how you gonna break this cycle, man? And I'm like, Ricky, I said his name. I'm like, yo, I'm not really worried about it, yo. Like, I'm just trying to live my life and be happy, you know? Jermaine, now that you're sort of forced to quarantine, you think now you'll finally watch some good movies? No, I can't watch no good movies. The only time I watch movies if I'm on a plane. Or if I got like a girl to chill with, I'll watch movies. But like if I'm just gonna be chilling around the house, I'm not gonna watch any movies. I'll watch something on like YouTube. You know, I'll try to watch something that I can learn, you know? Something that can teach me something, like learn something about like the oil markets or something, or like learn about a different country or like learn about like how to make something. You know, I was watching this video of this guy like making wallets, and it's like the coolest thing. Not that I don't want to make wallets because wallets you use a lot of leather, and I'm vegan, so I don't want to be messing around with leather. But I thought it was just dope that I thought something was on my tooth. I thought it was dope that this dude's like making a wallet. Thoughts on Bali? I mean, I wish I was in Bali right now. I think that'd be dope. I started watching your videos from your travel ones. Are you single and do you travel for work? Fun, interesting. I was traveling to make YouTube videos. Yeah. What do you think about getting the? What do you think about the average Joe getting 600 a week on unemployment? Like, how exactly does that work? Like, because if you were making like $400 a week, or $800 a week, or $600 a week, how do you apply for unemployment and then they just give you 900? Like, I don't get that. I'm not saying it's not true because I definitely hear about a lot of people saying, like, people constantly saying that they would rather. Sounds like our alarm going off. It could be the alarm across the street. It's not based on the previous pay. Oh, it's not. I'm getting 175 a week. That's 600. Really? I don't know. Maybe I should go apply. Your video is helping me get through this hard time. Dude, I know that feeling. Like, I say to myself, like, I go home and I'm like, I need videos to watch. Like, I need, like, to do something because I'm just, like, at home, you know? And it's kind of boring. Maybe it's a good idea to pay people more. But I don't know what's gonna happen when things go back to normal. You missing South Africa? Yes, I'm missing South Africa. I wish I was in South Africa right now. I've been to Chicago a couple times. What have you been watching on YouTube? I've been watching a lot of stock market related stuff. I've been watching a lot of like long hour documentaries about different projects, like, you know, heavy machinery, big machines, you know, tall buildings, building Dubai, stuff like that. Jermaine acting like you're hearing out on. Well, no, I'm hearing like there's an alarm going off, and I'm trying to think, is it coming from the kitchen? And I'm trying to think like, but it could be from another floor, and someone could have like their window open. Building number 7. They got rid of building number 7. Do you watch Adam Sledge on YouTube? He's from SF2. Adam Sledge. That actually sounds like someone I know from Memphis. That actually sounds like someone I know from like Memphis, yo. Is he doing sharing economy stuff or what is he doing? Oh no, this isn't the same guy. You know what? I want to say I've seen this guy around town, yo. I want to say I've seen this dude around town, dude. Like, I've seen him somewhere. No. Rent in SF expensive? Yeah, it's pretty dang expensive. It's like mad expensive, yo. How many hours you working these days? Not many. Yeah, not many. Like today, I made like $100. Like I wasn't at that much. But I had that flat tire. If I only had that flat tire, I would have definitely did better. This quarantine is turning me into an alcoholic. It's crazy because when this quarantine first started, I was drinking a lot. Like a lot. And now I got to the point where I haven't even been drinking. I like stopped drinking like a couple weeks ago. I mean, I still got a couple bottles of alcohol, but I kind of just stopped, you know. I did have a hangover. So I was kind of like, look, let's just not drink for a minute. And I don't really need to drink, like. No, I did the opposite. Like, I stopped drinking, like, yeah, I like stopped drinking. Hmm. Do you smoke weed and drink? I mean, I mean, don't you watch porn on your phone? I'll take that for a yes. Do you want you want to meet an SF Jermaine? Why did you put a Q in my name? It just looks like it looks different. I don't just, I'm not knocking you for spelling it wrong, but I've just never seen my name spelled like that. Like, whoa. Okay, you want to talk about food delivery at night? I'm just gonna tell you first off, anyone who's doing food delivery at night, especially during a lockdown, be extra careful. And the reason why I say be extra careful is because during the lockdown, there's less people out. Um, so just be extra careful, you know. How much money you make in a week in SF doing delivery? Man, it's changed your life. Or before this pandemic started, anywhere from like 15 to 2K, and that's a week, and that's with basically no expenses, with maybe a tire here and there, and brake pads. Which brake pads, you can almost say they're free because basically you for $10 you get 2 sets, right? So for 2 sets, you put a new one on. You can ride for like, well, how I ride, I can ride for maybe a month, and then after a month, I tighten them, and then ride another month, And then after that, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, I'll just get rid of them. So that's like the brake pads are nothing. And then the tires, they're not that much either. You know, you'll probably need a new tire. If you don't run over stuff and get flats all the time like me, you'll probably need a new tire after like 3,000 miles. But someone like me, I have like freaking flats like all the time now. So, you know, you might want to take that into consideration. You might run over some stuff every now and then. You know what? I would You're always happy. What's your secret? People always ask me that. People always ask me that. My secret is just stay humble. Like, also like, I think that's one reason. Like, I don't have a lot of people in my life, you know, so it's kind of easy to be happy because I'm not really dealing with a lot of other people's shit, you know what I mean? And when you don't have to deal with other people's shit, you're gonna become a different person, you know? You're gonna become a whole different person. I've been stacking all of this stimulus and unemployment money up for stocks as soon as everything opens back up and hit them earnings bingo. Yeah, earnings are gonna be bad, yo. Earnings are gonna be really bad. Not this. It's gonna be next quarter. Where do you work, Jermaine? Oh, I just make food deliveries in San Francisco. I'm just like a loser, college dropout. You know, just make deliveries like to travel. How did you bring your bike home after the flat? Oh, I had to walk. Freaking walk, yo. My gosh. Like, I basically live at like Fifth and Mission. No, I basically live at like Fifth and Market for the most part. And I had a flat at like 16th in Valencia. So it was a long walk. And then on top of that, to make things even worse, even worse, don't give us your address on here. Well, if you go and look at Fifth and Market, you will notice something. There's nowhere for me to live at Fifth and Market. So if you go to Fifth and Market, there's a mall on one intersection, there's a Nordstrom's on one intersection, and on both of the other intersections are like transit stops. So when I say I live at Fifth and Market, that just means I live somewhere in that area. You can't live at Fifth and Market. I wouldn't just tell everybody where I live. Unless I was moving out the next day. Then I'll tell y'all. I'll be like, yo, you decided to stay in the same place for this month. I thought maybe you're gonna move. So I was gonna move, but then this whole like Rona thing happened, and like I wasn't gonna move. I was just gonna go travel, but then this whole Rona thing happened, and I'm like, I might as well stay. Did anyone tip you well recently? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You was watching Elon Musk Joe Rogan interview? I want to watch it. I didn't watch that one. Are you planning a long distance bike ride? You know, I was thinking about doing that, but I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Video is good. Yeah, I'm gonna probably watch it after a live stream. You should ride power bike across country. I'm trying to think, how long would that take to ride an electric bike cross country from here to New York? That would because you could easily do 100 miles a day. You could probably do 150 miles a day. But that's going to be a lot of stopping, y'all. That's going to be a lot of stopping. Do you think we're getting more stimulus checks? I think so. I think so. I did drive for Uber. Everybody keeps asking me how much my rent is. I'm just not gonna say. Well, not everybody, but Brandon keeps asking me. I'm just not gonna say because I don't want to say. Cause my it's kind of like a weird situation. I don't really want to talk about it, but it's a really good situation. It's a really good situation. Really good. I just don't want to. I know you're curious, but like I just don't want to tell people. I think people would be really surprised. Do you think you had more friends and found? Do you wish you had more friends and family to chill with? I wish. B, good YouTube comment. You got that hookup, right? Well, you know, you make the right people happy. They'll throw you a little bone. You know what I mean? Did you have a Airbnb sponsorship? No Airbnb sponsorship. I was just spreading my referral link on Airbnb. Airbnb's quiet right now, y'all. Airbnb's scary quiet. Are you still moving to Oakland? No, I'm just gonna stay at SF. I really don't need Airbnb to sponsor me, because the thing about Airbnb, like I like Airbnb, like I like staying at Airbnbs, but the problem about staying at Airbnbs versus staying in hostels is Airbnbs can be in different areas. Like maybe you're farther out, maybe you're not in the middle of the city center. Driving around a closet for $12.50 a month. No, I'm not gonna say, but like I say, if I told you, it would really be something to talk about. Maybe I'll probably eventually talk about it, but I'm just not gonna talk about it now. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, damn, that's like much cheaper than my rent, and I don't even live in California. That's what I think a lot of people would say if I told them. I think a lot of people would just be like fucking surprised, like no way, like. And then I would also have a lot of people trying to move here, too. But just because, no, dude, you're off. By the way, the $8.99, you're off. You're not totally off, but you're off. Come out with a new PlayStation or Xbox. I was thinking about getting a video game system. We got an agreement. I mean, how else would I be able to save like 50% of my income, like, or more than 50% of my income, like every month? I actually don't have roommates. I think people may start selling Airbnbs. Or they may not necessarily sell their Airbnb. They may just try to rent it to someone else. That may happen. Or they may just lose them. That can possibly happen too. People just, they have so many of them and they can't pay, so they may lose some of them. Yeah, bad. Yeah, business is really bad because of the COVID, yo. Mm. You say you're gonna get you a new PlayStation or Xbox, huh? PlayStations are good. I know it's so weird to see everything boarded up. They boarded up a lot of stuff in New Orleans too. I think of why a lot of places board up their windows too. It's because think about this scenario. Think about if you have a business in the city, but you don't live in the city, and your businesses have all these windows up. Now, if you're gonna be closed for like 3 weeks, you're not gonna drive to the city and just go check on your business. And let's say something did happen. Let's say one night someone walked by and like smashed the window, right? Well, someone would have to notify you so you can get there really fast to like make sure people aren't looting your business. You know what I mean? So like you sort of have to have a plan, and the plan is just to board up the business, because if you board up the business, well, at least the owners don't really have to worry about it because they may not even live in the city. Or maybe they do live in the city, but maybe they just live in a different part of the city and they don't even want to have to worry about checking it out. What do you think of the Armand Arbery story? I don't know. I don't know about it. Or maybe I know of it, but I don't know the name. Originally from New Orleans. New Orleans in the house. Date? What do you mean? Oh, the Georgia shooting. Oh, so the Georgia shooting, that was the guy driving the car and the police was following him and he was on Facebook Live. Was that the one in Georgia? Because see, the reason why I don't know about this is because I try my best not to follow the mainstream media so much. But then with all this coronavirus going on, I mean, the mainstream media just getting to me. But that's the only thing I'm letting get through me. I'm not letting nothing else. So I haven't seen anything else. So these shootings going on, I'm just really getting more info from y'all. Jogger got shot by dad and son. Really? And this guy was like just jogging, like, because it's one thing if someone's running, okay? It's another thing if someone's jogging. If someone's jogging, you can just tell by what they're wearing. And from what it looked like that dude was straight up like jogging. Like he wasn't like running to catch the bus. You know what I mean? With a backpack on and like a jacket. It looked like he was like jogging. Like they cornered him. Yeah, that's why I don't listen to the news, because the news is just too negative. I mean, even with the Rona situation, it's too negative, but it's kind of like, well, I sort of have to like watch it. And then at least I know when I watch the Rona situation, I know what type of negative it's going to be. You know what I mean? I know it's going to be like a different type, like a negative that like I really ain't got no control over, or like people don't have control over. But then when you see stuff like this, it's kind of like, well, people have control over that. You know, it's one thing about a pandemic, a virus. Like we kind of like, what do we do here? But like in this situation, what do we do? You stop killing folks. Dolores Park shot 3 days ago. I was a shooting in Dolores Park. Oh, you need to know what's going on in the world? I mean, I watch the world news. But like lately, the world news is just Rona, you know? Rather confronted the jogger, follow the sun, and call the cops. Get it, breaking news. Different parts of the U.S. I think if I moved to a different part of the U.S., maybe I'd probably move back to Tennessee. Possibly somewhere in New York. Somewhere, not necessarily New York City, but somewhere outside of New York City. They thought he was a robber from previous burglaries. Well, I mean, of course they could say that. But once again, if you see someone jogging in like jogging clothes, it's kind of like, it kind of looks like they're working out. You know, workout clothes says a lot. When you see someone wearing, you know, wearing jeans with paint all over them, and when you see someone wearing like a jacket and it has paint all over it, what might they be? They might be a painter, you know, because they're wearing that outfit. When you see a lady walking around and she's completely covered up from head to toe, okay, and her face is covered up, she might be Muslim, you know. So certain things sort of give people away. They give them sort of an idea, and that one was just kind of like, it's just kind of like it's just kind of like look like they just want to kill dude. No, what I'm just saying is like, maybe you didn't hear what I said before that. Like, I wasn't trying to be racist when I said Muslim, but I'm just saying, like, if you see someone, like a woman, if I'm in the city right now, if I walk outside on the street, and if I see a woman walking down the street completely covered up, I'm gonna think she's Muslim. Like, you know, in the Muslim outfit, like, I'm gonna think she's Muslim, right? Like, why would I not think it? Like, I don't see nobody else walking around here like that unless they're probably going to some place to pray, you know? But right now, people ain't even praying, you know? Jermaine can't pass as a black Muslim. I would always, always get labeled Muslim before I went vegan because I didn't eat pork. So people would always ask me, "Oh, you Muslim? You don't eat pork? You Muslim?" I'm like, no, I'm not Muslim. I just don't eat pork. Like, I would always get that, and then now, like, I'm vegan, so no one asks me if I'm Muslim anymore. And I don't think Muslims have like crazy hair like this, right? Don't most Muslim dudes have like short hair? Like, isn't that part of the thing? Like, isn't short hair a thing? I think the whole black white situation is, yeah, it is getting real, the black and white situation. Yeah, but you know, it's always been the same. It's always been like this. But now there's just more things popping up. You know, I feel safer in Skid Row than places in Washington State. Why not Jewish? Well, why not Jewish? The reason why people don't assume I'm Jewish is because in the black community, you have more people tend to go Muslim than Jew. So that's why people would say, "Oh, if you don't eat pork, you must be Muslim," you know. Every now and then someone would ask like, "Oh, are you Jewish?" You know, but like usually like almost all the time it was like, "Oh yeah, you Muslim fool," and it's like, "No, I ain't Muslim, yo." Jermaine is that Asian killer hornet in Germ's hair. Yup, it might be up in this joint. Jermaine, I'm curious. Are you cool with gay men? Oh, I have a lot of friends that are gay. Yeah, gay people are cool. I ain't getting real, but it's been real. I met a black Jew in SF. What are your thoughts on killer bees? Y'all better get y'all one of them face masks. You know, killer bees, that means you just gotta go outside with a suit on. You know? You gotta go outside with a suit on and a little something to cover up your face. I mean, that way you can be outside all day. But it won't be like you basically gotta wear an astronaut suit to go outside. It's just 2020, right? I mean, could you imagine if the bees got that bad that you would have to wear covered clothes to go outside and you would have to like have all your skin covered? But then they said that the bees can sting through the suits, the bee suits. So you gotta have some thick suit on. Scary, man. They're gonna kill our bees, and that means if they kill our bees, won't that stop bees from pollinating the food? Some of these comments be getting crazy over here. People stop fantasizing, y'all. I'm just tired of the virus now, but it's so what if I'm tired of it? It's here to stay. The thing about bees, the thing bees will really suck, but I mean the hornets will really suck. But you could just stay indoors. You know, you could just for real stay indoors. Jermaine, I'm so lonely. What do you mean? We know, Brandon. Yeah, it's locked down. SF locked down until July. SF is dope. From China. I don't know. More stuff from China. More stuff from China, yo. We got viruses. We got bees. Why is everyone so paranoid these days? I wish I was like outside of the U.S. I wish I was like traveling in some other country. I mean, it would suck to be somewhere else too because it would just be different. I saw a dead hornet in my window. Not even safe indoors anymore. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure if things got that bad, like people would not be opening their windows like in their house because they wouldn't want one to fly in. Like it would be like that, you know. How Jermaine gonna cuddle people with L'Oreal? Just still cuddle. I was in the Bayview area like earlier today. That was that freaking delivery I had that was like 4.5 miles away. Do you play any instruments? No, I don't play any instruments. I don't have time. My only instrument I play is GoPro. 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 That's crazy. GoPro. GoPro. Oh, GoPro. Oh, GoPro. That's so weird. That's so weird. Let's put my first drink down. They brought some those beers. How old are you again? I'm 33 years young. I was looking for airplane tickets from May 31st. Oh, you want to go to South America? Deliver it on my boosted. Ooh, that sounds like fun, delivering on your boosted. Oh. You looking so young. I am looking young. Brazil, Corona is getting very bad, like New York. Oh, really? Brazil's getting hit bad. At first, Brazil was like not getting hit bad. Not getting hit bad at all. Like, Brazil was one of those countries, and then now they're getting it. The Mexico should probably get it really bad too, then. I don't have any kids. I look 22. People think I look 22 all the time. Yes, airline prices will increase. Will increase drastically, and there will also be less jobs. What camera I'm using? I am using the iPad Pro, first generation, the front camera. The selfie camera. I got an idea from this YouTuber named Jermaine. He would deliver food on his boosted board all the time. Nice. I don't think I won't do food on the boosted board anymore. And the reason why I won't is because Boosted's out of business. And eventually the shop is going to run out of motors. And when they run out of motors, that's it. You got to, like, you know, do something else. You got to, like, do it like a DIY type deal. You gotta go with the rent questions again. Your hair is really growing under the dreads. Yeah, it really is. Like, it really is growing quite a bit. I'm thinking about cutting my hair. Like, literally cutting it, like, all off. And then just having it, like, super short. Like a dude. And then just dyeing it, like, mad red. And just have it, like, mad short. Because I can always get this back, like, super easy. I just need to grow, like, a little fro. Then once I do a little fro, I can just add, like, extensions. You know, but I was thinking about shaving it. Well, I actually wouldn't wear a hat. I actually wouldn't wear a hat because I would dye my hair like, I would actually dye my hair like mad red, so I would never wear a hat. But who knows? I love having hair like this. Like, I think it's so freaking fun. I think it's so dope to have long hair, yo. Booyah! A foldable electric bike? That's true. I probably would wear a hat all the time if I cut my hair. I want to rotate the colors, but the reason why I haven't rotated the colors is I really like red. I don't want blue. I don't want green. I mean, I wouldn't mind having blue, but I wouldn't want blue in for very long. I wouldn't want green in for very long. Red, I can rock a long time. Black, I can rock a long time. But if I went back black, I wouldn't have it so long. I would have it like mad short. Like, I would have it more traditional. Like, I actually have traditional dreads if I wanted to get rid of the color and make them short. Like, I would just have like little mini dreads. Tesla is 683. Red is awesome. Red is awesome in, like, I don't know, I'm like, people know who I am before I even get there because they see red, you know. Maybe I would change it to orange. Orange or yellow. But the problem with yellow, I actually thought about yellow. I get noticed in public a lot, yo. I thought about making it yellow, but the problem with yellow is it would get dirty. It would get dirty, and black would really stick. white would really stick to yellow. So yellow would be dope because I could wear like orange pants, a green hoodie, and then it has a yellow hat. But I'm like, dang, I'm getting like a female now. Let me see you with your hair down. You want to see my hair down? I have a sock. I love this sock, by the way. Mm. Mm. Black and orange. My gosh, black and orange will get so much attention, yo. Black and orange will get so much attention. Okay, put it back up. I don't want to put it back up. I want to just keep it down. But you know how I sleep with it at night? I usually sleep with it like this. I usually lay on the pillow. And when I lay on the pillow, I'll take it all and put it above the pillow like this. And I'll just have it in a big blob. Like, I don't even wrap it up at night. But I always have to take, every night before I get in bed, because I have all these new shirts, every night before I get in bed, I have to take the lint roller, and roll the bed. Because for some reason, there's so much lint in my room, and it's from all these new shirts. This is this one. Alright, for some reason, it doesn't lay down, it just does this. Like, would you take a vaccine to travel? Yeah, I probably would. Where are them shirts? I don't, dude, my Shopify is still pending. It's still pending, yo. I need to go check on it. A vaccine with lots of mercury. That sounds about right. I'm not gonna be able to pull that off. There's like a connection here. So tell me a story. What y'all do today? Anybody make $500? Because I definitely didn't. Do you have a girlfriend? I don't have a girlfriend. I feel like we go through this talk like every night. I mean, do you live in San Francisco? Are you single? You want to go on a date? Yard work. What's yard work? I'll wait until the last person not dead from the vaccine. I'm gonna wait till Trump get it, and then after I see he alive, maybe I'll get it. I was watching something on TV and Trump was like, "Here's Alex. I want to know what Alex did." Dang, I love Alex's setup, yo. He got this whole dark setup going. I like this mad white I got going. It don't even look real, you know. But this is a wall back here. It's like right there. Do you like Horror Nights Universal? I don't even know what that is. Guy, when Jermaine gets a girlfriend, you will be the first to know. Actually, I probably won't. I probably won't tell y'all. Probably won't. Probably won't. I'll probably be like, oh yeah, I've been busy, and then tell y'all, and then do like a story time and tell y'all, guess what? I'm in a relationship. I don't think I won't get into a relationship because I'm not relationship type material, yo. No, I'm not the GQ type dude. I'm not like some like super confident dude, and those are the ones that they're looking for. I'm not like that. Vlog time, vlog time. Marry a South African, maybe a South African. Would totally love to marry someone outside the country. I would love to just get married in general. Like I would just love to have a partner. Like no joke. Like I would love to have a partner. I would love to like be in a relationship. But I don't know. Easier said than done. I would love it. 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 This stream has been going. I'm surprised I have energy. Like, I was so tired before I started this stream, and now I'm just like, woo. How many marriage proposals did you get? We were traveling. I didn't really get any marriage proposals. I didn't really get any marriage proposals. I really, really like the chick from I really, really like the chick from Slovakia a lot. She was really cool. She was really cool. I saw the girl in Namibia from Switzerland. She was really cool too. Like she was really cool. Like she spoke better English, cause the girl from Slovakia, her English wasn't. We missed a lot of things. Like a lot of things were lost in translation. Like cause her English was not there. I mean, good enough, but you know, it was different. Yeah, but the girl from Switzerland, she taught English. If you line your facial hair, it will be GQ. I need to line my facial hair, right? Ukrainian girls are hot. That's what they say. I think girls in Macedonia are hotter. Cause they look a little different from Ukrainian girls. Like they all got dark hair. Ukrainian girls are like, I think they're more blondish, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, they're more blondish people. All girls are hot. Yeah, they all are hot. But Ukrainian girls are definitely they kind of can be on the stuck up side because Ukrainian girls is like a big search topic. Like if you just go on YouTube and just type in Ukrainian girls, like I mean it's insane. Like so many people from Europe, like Western Europe, go to Ukraine to meet a Ukrainian girl. Like it's just a thing, you know. So a lot of the girls there can kind of be like, oh yeah, you want to meet a Ukrainian girl? I'm your one. You know, not that they're just like. A lot of them can kind of like. A lot of them can kind of be players, yo. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of them can be mad players. California girls versus New York. I don't really know. Cause see, California is big. So you got like LA. LA is like so many different genres in just LA. Like you got valley girls, and then you got the girls that like don't live in the valley. And that's like everybody else, you know. And then you got the Bay, which is very different. And then you also got different parts of the Bay. It's like, yo, do you live in Richmond, or do you live in Fremont, or do you live in the Tenderloin? You know, like it's freaking. When you say California, like it's a big place, yo. But New York is almost like one place. It's like, oh yeah, New York City. But then once again, what part of New York City? Like Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island. I mean, is she from the Upper East Side? Like, it's kind of different. They're all the same though. You know what I mean? Like, they're kind of all the same. Like, LA girls are all tens. Californians are suburb. I don't know, California, like, it definitely makes you look at the rest of the country a whole lot different, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I lived here for a while. Like, I I just look at California like, damn, California's like the shit, you know. And then I go to other places and I'm like, this is how things are in other parts of the country, you know. I mean, because growing up in Tennessee, like, it wasn't like this at all. Like, life wasn't like this. Like, you didn't see like all the insane, crazy jobs that you can have, and all the different ways that people were making money, and like it just wasn't a lot of like it's just not like this. Like California is like a powerhouse, yo. It's like literally a powerhouse. Yo, you watching this video? Give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up, yo. Thumbs up. So yeah, California's like a different place. SF girls are boring. But the thing I noticed about SF is I don't really come into contact with that many girls. Like I'm just gonna say it, like I really don't, because like most of the time it's like dudes everywhere, you know? Like it's dudes, like, you know, where am I gonna meet a chick? Like if I go to the park right now, well not right now, but let's say in the middle of the day, like if I go to Golden Gate Park, because there's tons of chicks out there, right? Usually like every girl is like with another dude, or like they're by themselves and like they don't want to talk to anybody, you know. And like you're gonna sense that, you're gonna feel that, you know. I mean, I guess like the places I shop at, I can talk to girls, like Target and Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, you know. But then once again, I mean Target, there's definitely some cute girls at Target, but Target be acting mad funny. Like sometimes I can skip and go in, and then sometimes I can't. I have to wait in line. So I don't get it. Like it's weird. Do you ever go to San Diego? What's it like? San Diego reminds me of Santa Barbara, but a bigger version. If you work in tech, you meet girls in that stuff. Man, that's BS, y'all. Cause I know plenty of dudes that work in tech, and they ain't meeting chicks. The tech girls in SF are not that chill. No, I mean some of the tech girls are actually are pretty insane, because by tech being so male dominant and so male driven, when you do meet a tech girl, she's so like equal rights that's not gonna be the one that you're gonna really want to go for. Cause like when you're a dude, you're not gonna want to really. I mean, I know a lot of women are gonna disagree with this, but I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna say it from a male perspective, because maybe you need to hear this. I don't care how hot a chick is, okay? If a chick is if a dude is like interested in a girl and like he wants to talk to her, and if she's all talking about like women's rights and women don't do this and women don't do that, and women don't do that, and women don't, and women this and women that ain't equal. No dude is gonna want to be with you. Like, I'm sorry to say, but I don't care how good, I don't care how good you can suck dick. Okay, I don't care how good your coochie is. No dude is gonna want to be with you. Like, no dude is gonna. You are literally spitting in his face constantly, and you won't even allow him to be a man because you want to be equal. You know, and that is a real big thing I see here. Like, women want to be so equal that they almost want to that they want to take the garbage out just like you take the garbage out, like in the middle of the night, you know, like that's how equal they want it to be. And I'm not really interested in dating someone like that, you know, like I'm just not, like, you know what I mean. I'm just not, like, I'm a dude, I'm not gonna have a fucking baby, you know. I'm not. I want to fuck you. You ain't fucking me. It don't work that way. We ain't equal. Like, I'm a dude. You're a chick. You do things that I probably wouldn't want to do, and I'll probably do things that you wouldn't want to do. You know, just how it goes, you know. Not a lot of comments there. Maybe I pissed the girls off or something. They're like, I know he didn't just say this. Yeah, I did just say that. I did because it's real talk. Like, I mean, if you want to be all about that, the women's rights, you can be all about it, but just don't tell that to a dude when you first meet him. Like, there's probably gonna be riots over this, yo. These shootings. Man, this country falling apart, dude. Every time you look up, they shooting, they fighting. People just they hungry. You know, people unemployed. Unemployment rate 300. Well, I mean, 30 million people. 30 million people. It's crazy. That's like all in New York being unemployed. Like, it's insane, yo. Too many people. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yo. Yo, vegan tube has you tired. Let's be honest, I should say. No, I haven't had any beyond sausages. Oh gosh. We've been streaming for 93 minutes for real. I need to get some more candles, y'all. Definitely. What was the defining moment that you realized you wanted to travel the world? And this is Travis that keep going. I just woke up one day and said, look, I just want to travel. But I was influenced from a lot of YouTube videos that I went to because of, you know, people talking about how traveling does a lot of good things and Americans don't really travel, and it's something that people in our country should experience. I only got a passport and we did it. We travel. Is this like Memphis? Hello? 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 So, you know what that was? That was someone who called me and they were trying to interrupt my live stream. But like I just answered the phone and was like, hello? Hello? And they had nothing to say. So they just hung up. Ooh, you know what? Someone just posted on Facebook. Y'all know the only reason the two guys got charged is because of the video. If it was no video, you would have never heard about it. That's so true. That is so freaking true. If there was no video, you never would have heard anything about it. You never ever would have heard anything about it, yo. It would have just been like, just oh yeah, another person got hit by a car, you know, or another person got shot. Like you just wouldn't have heard about it. Like it wouldn't have made like, dude, when you share a video, when a video like that hits, and someone else shares it, and someone else shares it, yo, that's it. It's a wildfire. It's a wildfire because you know what happens. You know what really happens with videos on Facebook? What happens with this? Someone will actually film a video, right? They'll film it and they'll share it. And you have all these people, they'll watch the video and be like, wow, that's crazy. They will basically record the video and then re-upload it. Okay? So you have all these people like recording it and re-uploading it. And like the first person put it on Facebook. And now you got this other person, they record it off of Facebook and put it on another platform, and then put it on another, and then all these other people, and it's everywhere. You know, it's a wildfire. You know, you're right. Without that video, what happened? Like, what are you talking about? It's just nothing happened over there. It's insane. Yeah, I do plan on traveling, but I don't know. Good job recording. Oh yeah, people always like to film. Were you forced the first time? No, I wasn't. Were you scared the first time? No, I wasn't scared at all. I went to France, Paris the first time. I was so ready to travel. The doors in late August. For sticking within the U.S. Sticking within the U.S. is not a bad idea at all. I don't think sticking within the U.S. is not a bad idea, because if you're in another country and something else happens, like you're gonna have to try to get back here. But at least if you're in the country, like you're in the country. Think about super rich folks who were born rich, man. They probably travel. Yeah, they travel all the time, yo. I would imagine. Are you selling Uber at this price? I sell Uber at $29. So, I think it'll go back down. Mm-hmm. I think the overall market is gonna go back down. That's why I'm not buying anything right now. I probably will buy a lot of Beyond Meat though. That's one I really want to look more into. That's one I really want to look more into. I would love to have like 100 shares of Beyond Meat, but Beyond Meat's getting pricey, and I think the price is only gonna keep going up on Beyond Meat. I think it's only gonna keep going up just because it's like a trend, yo. Like it's Whole Foods was the same way. Like when they first went public, it was like a trend. It was like a new thing, and then it just became way bigger than what it is today. But Beyond can also get bought out by someone too. I don't know who would buy them though. Amazon would be a really good fit for them, but I don't think they're looking to get bought by anyone right now. That would be so dope if Amazon bought them, because Amazon has so much retail anyway. Like I wanted to try Traviar in East Bay, but they aren't in East Bay. They are in East Bay. Caviar's in Oakland. Oh, BTC broke above 10K. That's awesome. Do you have a code for Uber Eats or DoorDash? I have one for Uber Eats, but not DoorDash. I got deactivated from DoorDash. I got deactivated from DoorDash. Eyes are mad red. I'm like crying right now. Glad to see you in good health, brother. That's what's up. That's what's up. What do you think about Postmates? Postmates is a hustle. That's what I gotta think about Postmates. Fast forward, you wanna try what's the The incentive. Oh, the incentive. Oh, to use the code. I don't know. Maybe you get something free. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I would think the market should drop like 50%. Like, I think that would be. I mean, for a pandemic, I think that would be about where it should be. I think we got a little teaser with this market here. When I look up at this light, I actually think it's daytime, and it's not daytime. It's like nighttime. This is so mad. Like, forgetting about y'all for a second. Freaking lit. My homie from New York's supposed to call me. I mean, I got so many friends in New York. I should just move to New York. What did I miss? Oh, Israel in the house. 7:22 a.m. It was early. How does stuff get in your dreads? Oh, you can hear that alarm again? I have no idea how stuff get in here. So basically what happens is new shirts. So I've been working on those shirts recently, right? And every day I've been wearing a new shirt. So when you wear a new shirt has like little lint inside, right? So I put the shirt on and then I take it off. And then I put it on and I take it off, right? And then I guess somehow it's like sticking around, like in the air, and then it's sticking to my hair. But I notice it's always on the ends. It's never usually in the middle, which is kind of weird. I mean, every now and then I get some in the middle, but it's always on the ends. And it's like now it's to the point where like it's like nonstop. Like I did this like 3 days ago where I went through and got all of it out. And then today it's just like more just in there, like more of that. And I'm like, where is it coming from? But it's coming from like the air, you know? No, it's not part of the inside of the dreads. I know so because it wasn't doing this like a week ago. Put it like this, like I did not have this problem until I got all these new shirts. It's definitely not the. I always thought it was the inside of the dread. Like when I first got them, I was like, maybe it's the inside coming out. I'm like, no, it's actually not the inside of it coming out. Boosted board, Rob. That would be dope. Rather boosted. Whew. I think I'm gonna end this stream. I think I'm gonna go lay down. I'm getting tired. Thinking about getting an electric bike, but don't trust public transportation. I think a lot of people are gonna get electric bikes, yo. Like you ain't gonna be the only one. There's gonna be so many people not taking public transportation. And why do you guys think that reason is? Because of the Rona. This black piece is definitely from my shirt. Like definitely. Because I had a black shirt on today. Or no, maybe it's not from that because I've washed the shirt. So I had another flat on the red bike today. Dude, flats on that bike suck balls, bro. I'm telling you, dude. And they don't even have a video on the website like how to take that tire off. The reason why they don't have a video on their website how to take it off because they already know it's too hard to take off. then if you're out like riding out on a trail or something and you get a flat, you're screwed, bro. Like you're for real, you're screwed. You're gonna have to call a tow truck. Well, not a tow truck, but I mean, what are you gonna do with that bad boy? You know. If you ride the boosted, do your legs and feet feel tight? I haven't rode the boosted in a minute. Like I got it fixed and I still haven't rode it. When was the last time you paid for a ride? Share Uber or Lyft? I was probably in some other country the last time I took an Uber or Lyft. Like no joke. I took a Lyft the last time I rode in a car. It was before the pandemic. And it was when I made it. The last time I rode in a car was when I made that boosted board video. Because on the day I made that boosted board video, my friend Anthony, we had to go like pick up a camera or something. So we had to go jump in the car, jump in a Lyft, and go and like pick it up. Like it was a real short drive, you know. But I said to myself like, dang, I'm like up in a car right now. No, dude, thanks, yeah. But yeah. Guys, I think I'm gonna get ready to end this stream because I'm tired. I was gonna wait till I got done drinking my Coca-Cola, but I think I'm not even gonna wait. I'm just gonna go watch some YouTube videos and then do something random. But I'll probably do a stream tomorrow night. Why not? If I don't come out with a random video or something. But we'll see. We'll see. Dang, I'm looking at this chick. She is using her hair as a face mask. Look at this. She's using her hair as a face mask. I'm like, dang, I can do it. See you tomorrow then. We missing the messenger. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll do something random and spontaneous. Maybe I'll be in the kitchen or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll have my hair in a face mask like this. Okay, well, anyway, I love all of y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Save all your questions and your concerns for tomorrow, boys and girls. I'm out. Peace out. Good night, mates.